Well, would you look at that? Formula One stakeholders have unanimously agreed to implement an early engine freeze. For people who have no idea what engine freeze is, it's a period of time where teams have to halt all of their engine development. In this case, the freeze lasts for 3 seasons starting from 2023. At least that was the plan. But then, guess what? The FIA decided that giving the teams 2 years to prepare was too merciful. And before you know it, the engine freeze now takes place from the start of the 2022 season instead. Meaning that if team's engine is absolute dirt this season, they'll be in a world of suffering for the next 4 years that follow. It means that the next generation of F1 engines will begin development in the far future of 2026. Now, this is super news for Red Bull and AlphaTauri, who are struggling to find an engine supplier after the announcement last October that Honda was dipping yet again out of F1. Honda, you belong to the streets. Given Red Bull's bitter history with Renault and their fierce rivalry with Mercedes and Ferrari, it was pretty evident that they weren't going to be offered engines by the teams that fight on track. That option was already off the table for Red Bull. But then, what other options did they have? It was this tight situation that Red Bull was trapped in since last year up until now, where the new engine freeze means that Red Bull can effectively take over Honda's engines and not have to maintain their development either. Genius tactics, which effectively played into the hands of Red Bull and AlphaTauri. However, not everyone is walking away with a major advantage up their sleeves. After their dismal performance last season, what does this mean for our favourite Italian outfit, Ferrari? Their main disadvantage the Scuderia had in 2020 was, needless to say, their crap engine. Well, nothing to worry about, right? They'll just make a smashing engine for this season. But what if they don't? Let's not forget, there's a budget cap in place for 2021, bringing the top teams spending figures closer to the slower teams. If Ferrari doesn't have much money to work with compared to last season, it isn't a wild guess to say their engine could be just as bad this season. And if you take the engine freeze into consideration, then that's 5 seasons where Ferrari has to race with a tractor engine in the back of their prancing horses. Carlos, mate, you've really landed yourself dirty. However, it is worth mentioning that F1 had to meet with all 10 teams, and with all 10 teams to agree on this particular engine freeze. That means Ferrari is aware of the risks they will have to face, yet have agreed to take them on head first. Perhaps the Scuderia know they will be faster in 2021. We'll have to wait and see. The engine freeze plays a key part of reducing costs for the teams and the sport as a whole, as it has been stated by various stakeholders that F1 needs to find a way to reduce the cost and complexity of its engine rules, as the V6 turbo hybrid era approaches its 8th season. This particular vote by the 10 teams shows that F1 is essentially a family of sorts. Red Bull's biggest rival, Mercedes, would have easily declined this engine freeze, meaning Red Bull wouldn't have an engine for 2022. However, they accepted, giving birth to the Red Bull Powertrains enterprise and keeping Red Bull competitive for the next few seasons. I guess everyone looks out for each other in the end after all. So, there you have it. A wee explanation on the upcoming engine freeze and what teams will either be reaping the advantage or getting sucker punched in the face. What do you think of this video? Are you supportive of the engine freeze? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.